9346-52. Links would like to share the following inspirational message: make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
Hey everybody, so it's Nate Stab the Gamer here, and today I want to play a little Hardspace Shipbreaker. Give you guys a taste of this one. I've been having fun with it. So I'm just going to jump into one of my ongoing careers here. I've got some upgrades to make to my equipment, and then I'll go break down a ship. If you're unfamiliar with this, you are a salvage person that salvages derelict spaceships, and that's pretty much it. You know, I don't have much else to say. You'll see as it goes. Just do whatever upgrades I can afford. I have a lot of tokens because I just broke down a big ship before that. Let's see, I could do suit integrity, and then we'll get right to it after that. Let's see. Laser cutter. More range, sure. Actually, the better stuff is like the grapple. So you'll see as we get into it. I'll take you through. Yeah, I just did a 5-star salvage on this big ship called a Gecko. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one for this video, but maybe. We'll see. I'll just purchase a bunch of upgrades to kind of get started here. Wow, there we go, just kind of blowing through those. Anything else I can afford here? Sure, might as well do that. Haven't done any of those upgrades yet. Okay, so yeah, I'm a big fan of like sim games. I've got a lot of car mechanic simulator games going on. I even got lawnmower simulator and stuff. But this is like the opposite of mechanic simulator. You got to take stuff apart. So let's see how this goes. I'll find, maybe I'll do a smaller one, just to, if they give me any smaller ones, just to kind of make it a little more bite-sized, because otherwise if I was really thorough, it could take a few 15-minute shifts, which would be a while. If anybody wants me to do a bigger ship, I'd be happy to, but you'll have to let me know in the comments. So I'll do a Mackerel Cargo, which is a smaller ship, to give you a taste of the game if you're interested. Alright, so here I go. I'm already kind of upgraded quite a ways here, so if you're going to get into this game, it might be a little different for you to start as you build up. But you'll see on the left and right we have a processor, furnace, another processor and furnace, and this barge down here. And certain items from the ship go in certain areas, like that antenna or whatever goes in the barge, and you get points for that. If you put it in the wrong place, it gets destroyed and it's not worth as much. See, that's a miss. Let's see. So I'll try not to get killed as I do this. There we go. So let me take you through it. It's kind of like a you'll see once I get going, but it's almost like a peeling the onion simulator as you start to tear this ship apart. You'll note that see everything's green here. That means it's pressurized. So that's going to be an obstacle I'll have to deal with as I go. And I'll kind of start from the inside, and for this ship anyway, and start to take it apart.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
It'd be pretty funny if I get blown up. I would find that funny. Or suffocate, or burn to death, or get electrocuted. You'd be surprised how dangerous it is salvaging. Oh, see, these are fuel. There's 2 fuel tanks and a coolant tank, which could freeze me. That's another way to die. So what I'm going to look for is an atmosphere regulator. It's damaged, meaning I can't carefully release the atmosphere. So this is a trick here. When you're later on in the game, these atmosphere regulators tend to start out damaged. So I don't really have an easy way to, avoid a disaster here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go for it, and someone can let me know in the comments if they have like a good way to handle this. I'm hoping that these things will stay tied down, or these fuel tanks will stay attached. So I'm going to try to decompress everything up at me, essentially. Alright, so let's take a look. So this is your laser cutter, and you hit these cut points to disintegrate them, and remove pieces of the ship. Here we go. Okay, so that kind of worked. I'll just put the brakes on this thing. You'll notice it didn't complain, like nothing got destroyed. So that was pretty much the gist of it there. The cockpit is still pressurized, so that's another danger. But that was the initial danger is past for now. In this ship. It can get trickier otherwise. So I'll get rid of the floor panels. This is not going to be like a speed run kind of activity. I'm not trying to blow through it as fast as possible necessarily. Or I might try some things a little differently. Like the way I'm cutting now, I have the precision cutter out. What I could do is this. It's faster, but if you're not careful, it could damage things or hit something like that. See, I just hit a crate or something and it got destroyed. Or one of the ones outside the ship got destroyed. I don't know. Sucked into the furnace. Alright. Okay, so let me do a little force push here, knock some of these panels out of the way, and we'll start to salvage. There we go, fuel tank. Explosive fuel tank.
Salvage secured.
So you just send these things into the barge. You can see below my aimer there, it tells you where to put the thing you're locked onto. This is nanocarbon or whatever, so this goes in the processor. That was a secondary fire. It's a tether that just automatically pulls stuff in. Very nice. If you're playing this, you'll want to get as many of those as possible as early as possible. Save time. Oop. Shouldn't do that yet. Let me detach those things. Whoop. There we go. Where'd that other one go? There it is. So it's going to be sloppy, but I'm just trying to give you, if you're curious, a taste of it. Did I make it in? I think I did. Maybe not. That's not coming back, so I guess I got it. Alright. Bottom ones are detached, so I'm just kind of getting the bottom ones out of the way because the barge is directly below the ship, and it'll be easier to kind of grab stuff and force push it into the thing. So this is kind of a, I like sci-fi stuff. You know, you've probably seen that from my channel from time to time in some of the games I play. And this is sort of, these sorts of games for me are like a zen. Like I just go in and you're kind of almost like making a puzzle, like how to take these ships apart. So when you first start, there aren't as many hazards. The ships don't come pre-pressurized or whatever. They come depressurized. It's safer to pop them open and start taking them apart. So let me do this thing. This is a radiation filter, which is a later danger. You can irradiate things or whatever. There, get that out of there. If it bounces around too much, it gets destroyed and then irradiates things. Here, I'll cut it a little quicker. See, I damaged the top there a little bit. Oop. I don't know what that's all about. I guess the remains of the radiation filter. And it's just kind of, this is, you know, the peeling the onion part. You're taking the outside off. How'd that other one go? There it is. I want to get these guys all taken care of too. I don't want to forget them there. Smaller things you could just kind of force push in. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And as you're like, as the tutorial's going, he kind of teaches you various things. That's a light. You don't really need to get that, but like you can take these tethers and like chain them together for whatever reason, but that doesn't really seem to do much. Here we go. This is a panel that goes in the furnace. So I'll do that. That's nanocarbon or whatever goes in there. You can see I'm tearing it apart. Some pieces are more valuable than others. I'm going to get this panel out of here. So I'm getting like irradiated or something. It doesn't seem to be causing me any trouble. There you go. Computer terminal goes in the barge.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. I can go there. I want to get away from that radiation. A little bit weird. Oh, I feel like it's like oh yeah, the crate and the fuel tank are like clipped into each other. That's interesting. Haven't seen that before. Getting rid of the explosive. Oh, food pack. Accidentally grabbed that. Getting rid of the explosive things first. Okay. Not bad. This is a thruster release control. So you can take the thruster out of this thing, which is worth a good amount of money. Which I will do. Go around and do that. Whoop. The other thing is the furnace, it like sucks stuff in, so you don't want to be too close to that furnace too often. Oh, there's another antenna. Cut these points off for the thruster. I've played this a bunch and I've taken apart a bunch of ships. If anybody watches this and they want to see me try a bigger ship or one that they're having trouble with, I will probably also have trouble with it, but be happy to give it a go for you. Yeah, see, this thing's like stuck in there. That's fine, I'll go get it in a minute. Let's see, so we can... One of the things that changes as you go is it gets a little trickier to get inside the bulk, in between the bulkheads there, I guess. So what I'm going to do is take the back off this ship. Carefully, because there's fuel in those lines, I think. Although the lights aren't on, usually the lights go on if there's fuel in them. Alright, let's see what happens here. There we go. Whoop. Whole back came off, right? Don't want to damage the thruster back there, so I'm trying to be careful. Sometimes you can just pull that thruster right out. Let's pull this into there. The barge for the thruster. Problem is, it's going to like pull down this whole thing, which I don't want.
5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
It's going to take the whole thing down. Don't want that. Alright, let me try and get this out of there before I do that. There we go. That's better. Thruster, and then this thing can go in the... This whole thing can go in the processor. Oop. It's kind of a miss, but it should get it up and close.
Account credit applied.
Alright, so now you can see I've got access to the I guess the bulkhead, whatever, between the hulls. I'm gonna sneak right in here and whoop, flush the I think my guy just flushed the fuel. Yeah, he did. He kind of reached around there and grabbed it. That radioactivity is starting to be a little weird, so I'm gonna try and get that taken care of. Get this fuel tank out of here. Oh, up you go. That's not gonna come. Let's see. Ooh, this kind of missed. Let me get rid of that. Try to get this up here where it belongs, so I don't lose it. If I'm trying to hit all the salvage goals, I'll take my time and kind of split it into 2 shifts, which is what I'm going to do here, I think. At least 2 shifts. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to try to get this piece completely off to expose the fuel tank. I can cut this pipe because I destroyed... Good. Because I vented the fuel before. Now, let me get this out of here too. So then the cell is attached to the side there. Whoop. Let's see. There we go. Cut the pipe. Don't cut the pipe before you vent it. Alright, this thing can go down into the barge. There we go, that came out. There we go, and here's the peeling the onion, right? See, now I'm getting... into the kind of peeling off the outer layers of the ship. Depending on what kind of ship you're doing, you may do the outer layers first, sort of second, like I'm doing here. There we go, and I just hit my first salvage goal, so that's worth special tokens to upgrade your gear. Let me see how much of this I can get in one go. I'm trying to be careful as well, because there could be, the ship reactor could very well be inside the bulkheads here. Now you don't want to hit that with a cutting torch. There it goes. There's the airlock. You know, the experts out there will see me not using my, you know, this cutting mode. I'm just trying not to hit the airlock. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I wrecked it. I meant to switch. I accidentally clicked it. You can see on the top, since I messed up, there's less of a chance for me to get 3 stars or whatever on this. I think the pipes are still holding it on. Let's see what I miss here. There we go.
We're getting down to the wire.
Yep, so it's only 15 minutes per shift, at least in this mode. Although I may try it in the other mode. They have like a 1 life mode or whatever, but there's no time limit. Which I may like better, I don't know. Oop, little power surge going on.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. So what I'll do is I'll let this shift end, and I'll come back and I'll cut as much as I can, but I'll come back and finish it in 1 more shift, hopefully. I don't know if I'll do it in 1. I've caused enough damage to this stuff where I have I'll have a tough time getting 3 stars. There we go. We'll kind of start that moving. And then those will be ready to salvage. So I mean, it's kind of, you know, like I was saying, it's kind of like a Zen, like you're doing a puzzle. So let me take it on into the next shift, and we'll try to take this through. Again, this is I'm not being very disciplined here either for this video. So if you want to see a more disciplined teardown, let me know, and I'll put one together. I will still try and get that 3 stars. It's close. I may not get it. Maybe that I can't get it already. Let me see what it did to me there. Yeah, see how close it is? The red means that, you know, I may not be able to get it. It's very close.
Thank you for your purchase.
Okay. Oh, did it lose that? Okay, no, there's the coolant tank. Alright.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult. It's like I basically can't destroy anything else from this ship. Like even the lights probably will push me over the edge, which is silly. But
Account credit applied.
okay, let me go do the other side. Oop. I don't need the 3 stars. I just wanted to tear down the ship quick, so it should be fine. Oop. Little trick here, don't point your cutter at the fuel tank. After it cuts it, you will cause an explosion. Flushing the fuel valves. You see that how that could be faster, you know, if you're in a rush or if you want to try to do one real fast. That back there is the reactor, so I do want to be a little careful. Oh, right. Let's see. Let me get the nacelle. like the whole side of the ship kind of came off there. That goes there. Selling the barge.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There, we'll just send this entire thing all at once. I could like shear pieces off, try to do it a little quicker, but it goes fast enough.
Salvage secured.
Let me try to expose the reactor before I salvage it. That's the big money maker in the ship. I can't tell if I'm past the point of no return on the 3-star, so I'll just salvage as much as I can in this shift and we'll see what happens. Ooh, that's a little collectible item for this thing you can repair.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
There we go. Use the tethers to bring it in. I have a lot of them. You start with 10, so you can't be as aggressive using those. So now I'm going to take this reactor. It's an easy one, so as soon as you pull it, it's going to start to melt down, and then you got to get it to the barge before it explodes. Easy.
Salvage deposit accepted.
You'll see it's worth 375,000 credits, so it's a nice little chunk there. Yeah, so it looks like I'm not quite... It's not quite impossible yet for me to get the 3 stars on the salvage, but like the second I decompress the cockpit, it's gonna probably destroy something that's that shouldn't be destroyed.
Salvage gained.
There's goal 2.
Awarded.
There it goes. Whoa! What happened there? Might still bring it in. Let's see. I guess I got it. Oh. I don't know. That thing was going haywire. Alright, so that's all set. There's still a couple of like panels in here I can cut. I've already got 2 stars, which is fine. I'd be happy with that for this video. But like I said, if you watch this, if you want to see me attempt a 5-star breakdown of any
Valuable object processed.
of any ships, let me know and I'll be happy to try. No guarantees. Door consoles can be gotten. This is probably going to cause a decompression once the cockpit disconnects. If it doesn't, then I will decompress it in a minute. Ah, guess not. Alright, so one thing you can do is grab on. Let's see if this even still works. Yeah, unpowered. Alright, so I'm going to decompress it myself. Here it goes. This will probably take out the 3-star. Didn't say I lost it. But now you gotta kind of like carefully...
Material deposited.
Whoop, wrong one. Yeah, there goes the 3-star. So I'll just finish this and get kind of as much as I can here. I figured that would happen. I wasn't precise enough. Here, I'll try and tether do some fancy tethering. Let's see. The thing I just did there. Oh my god. Whoa.
Salvage secured.
I sent the whole
Credit
cockpit
applied.
flying. Oh! That actually made it all the way down to the barge. I wasn't expecting that. I think I upgraded the force push I have. Not that that matters. At this point I'm is it gonna pull it out? I guess not. Okay. So at this point I'm just kind of finishing up. This is all furnace stuff really for the most part. That's not. I'm gonna try to get this thing. The pipes can go in the processor. Let me see. So radiation containment. Alright, I'll try and cut it. Let's see. So this, you can start to shear off sections of the ship. I think I actually do need those wires that were floating over there. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I got it. Still connected, so we'll just... I'll start a tether, and the second I disconnect it, it's going to go flying. Ah, down here. There it is. Still holding this thing on right here. There it goes. I think most of the rest of this is just furnace stuff, so I will just drag it all to the furnace. All in one. There it goes. So not my cleanest teardown, like I lost the entire cockpit, although, you know, there's mostly barge stuff in the cockpit, so it's not the worst thing. There it goes.
Accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Not bad. And there's a quick sample of Hardspace. These ships get a lot bigger and a lot more complicated to tear apart. That's kind of the beginner one. But hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're a fan of like these sim sort of you know, business time management, whatever you want to call it, type games, you might enjoy that. So let me know what you think in the comments.